Jersey. I'm sure by now you've heard about our brand new program, which is going to be debuting next week, 6 to 7 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings. The show is called Sound Advice, and just like it sounds, you're going to be getting some advice, some information, some things that you need to know about important topics that affect your life. Now, we met the host of the Wednesday show yesterday. Let's meet the guy who's going to be hosting the show on Tuesday nights from 6 to 7. He is a regional manager with Financial Equities Mortgage Bankers. You know them, of course, as the home loan people. He is Sal Criscuolo, and he joins us this morning here on WCTC. Sal, it's Bert Barron. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Bert. How are you?
I'm great, man. First of all, let me welcome you to the WCTC on-air family. It's a real honor and a pleasure to have you going to be doing a weekly show with us here. But
thank you, same here. Love your show.
Thank you. Let's get to know you. The first time I met you, you got a personality and an enthusiasm that just fills a room. Let's talk about you. What do we need to know about Sal Criscuolo?
Well, I've been in the mortgage business for about 20 years. I enjoy teaching people through the whole process and, basically holding their hand. I think I've turned a lot of renters into buyers, especially over the last 5 or 6 years when the mortgage guidelines became really tight and people just didn't believe that they could obtain a mortgage. My key is if you can afford $2,000 a month on a mortgage and you're paying $2,000 a month in rent, why wouldn't you mortgage a home and own that after you're done with your tenure there?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I think it's fine you use the term hand-holding because sometimes that's what people need. People sometimes just check out and say, well, I'll never be able to own a home. But you know what? With good guys like you on their side, you can make it happen.
Yeah, it's a scary process. I mean, it's your single most largest investment, probably, in your lifetime. So to not be educated about it and to see all the numbers, there's more paperwork. When I first got in the business, we had 2 sheets of paper. That was an application. Now we have over 60 sheets of paper that you need to read through and look through. And it kind of becomes numbing, when you're reading the paperwork.
Yeah, and I think the first thing people do, Sal, they look at the mortgage and they say, okay, how old will I be when this is paid off? You got to get over that too, because this is your life we're talking about. You're gonna raise your family there. You're gonna live your life there, and it's an important thing. And you need somebody who's right there with you.
Yeah, and the market is ripe right now, and you gain equity very quickly, especially in a market such as this. We've just evened out. Rates are in the low 4%. Now's a good time to be educated, to tune into the show, to learn how to restore your credit, to learn how to report your taxes correctly. We work with people. We have a cultivation program for people who can't afford a home right now. But we put a program together, whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, just to show them how they can own that house, why they should own that house or not own that house. There's a lot of people that shouldn't own a home if they're not financially responsible. We make sure they're financially responsible. We put them on a nice budget, and then we take it from there.
Yep. How about for young homeowners and maybe the first time, that couple that just got married and, they want to live the American dream and buy a home? What are some things that a first-time homeowner needs to know as they kind of begin their search?
Well, they need to know that there's credits available, there's grants available, there's down payment assistance program available, and there's also programs available to where they can defer interest for a year, defer interest for 6 months. Get them in that home, knowing that 5 years they hit max pay, 4 years they hit max pay. You really need to do a lot of detailed research with the client who's looking to purchase that home, just to know exactly what they're looking to do. Do you want to buy a small home? Are you going to start a family? What does your dream home look like? How long do you figure you'll be in that dream home? There's a lot of things that come into play, especially with a dual income household.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a factor as well because it determines, how much people can afford, which is kind of the bottom line, I guess, for the whole thing. But you said the housing market encouraging, Sal? Things are looking good as far as housing goes?
Well, right now on the East Coast, the housing market is looking great. Everything's flattened out right about now. Mm-hmm. We're at pre-2013 values again, and rates are still in the low 4%. The whole issue that we've had within the last few years is people are just scared. They've been sitting on the fence for a while now. It's either time to come off one side and go on to the other.
Yeah, yep, I agree. I love being a homeowner in New Jersey. There's nothing like it. Sometimes mowing that lawn is like, I got to mow the lawn again. But I'll tell you. It's
Well, I hope you're right. I hope you ride that thing.
It's got a hill. I got to push mower, but I got a self-propel, which makes it a little bit easier. But it's a great thing, and we're so excited to have you here with us, Sal. Sal Criscuolo is our guest from Financial Equities Mortgage Bankers, and he's going to be hosting his own show Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 here on WCTC. It's part of our Sound Advice program. Sal, what can people expect when they tune into you on Tuesdays from 6 to 7?
Well, we're going to have certain guests. We're going to have credit restoration specialists on. We're going to have realtors, area realtors, local area realtors on. We're also going to have CPAs, attorneys, everything you would need, soup to nuts, for any questions you may have that are bothering you or any thought that you may have that you cannot become a homeowner and you are a renter. Like I said, the biggest thing we do right now is explain and educate renters on why they should own a home, what they're going to get out of owning a home, the tax advantages of owning a home versus renting, which is huge, and any type of information they may have. You may have terrible credit. You don't need to have terrible credit 6 months from now. We'll be talking about everything, soup to nuts, from the beginning of the process to the end of the process, how the banks actually look at a loan. It's a very visual business for them. All they want to see is the ability to repay that loan. If you can make a case for the ability to repay that loan, the odds are very good that we'll get you that loan.
Yeah, once you get that first home too, Sal, you start building up equity. You've got a mortgage behind you, and you are good to go. But getting that first home is so important, and it's good to know that there's good people like you who are trying to help make that dream happen. So we look forward to catching your show Tuesday, 6 to 7. It's going to be making its debut with Sal Criscuolo, and it's going to be just so much fun, and you're really, really going to learn a lot. And he'll be here live to take your calls and answer questions, and it's going to be a great, great hour beginning next Tuesday from 6 to 7. Meantime, Sal, how does someone get in touch with you and talk to you about some things?
Well, they can reach me on mortgagessi.com, or they can call me at 718-869-4795, and we could talk about anything. My 800 number will be up for the show. Mm-hmm. We'll have call-ins. Anybody can call into the show with any type of question. No question is a stupid question in the mortgage industry.
Yeah.
Trust me. And I'm very excited to disseminate information throughout our area and help people to understand the process and what it takes and what we can actually do moving forward to help them and assist them in owning that first home.
I'm great. I wish we could start right now, man. I can't believe I got to wait a week. I'm ready to get you on the air right now and start helping people out. But we'll do it next Tuesday evening, 6 to 7. Sal Criscuolo, my guest, and a brand new air talent here at WCTC. And Sal, good luck, congratulations, and welcome to the family, my friend, all right?
Thank you so much, Barrett. Very excited to get started.
All right, and we'll do so coming up next Tuesday, 6 to 7, WCTC's Sound Advice right here in Jersey.